Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Alvan Shah Ramadan. Today I'd like to presentation about ethics. What is ethics? Ethics is a system of moral principles. They affect how people make decisions and lead their lives. Ethics is concerned with what is good for individuals and society and is also described as moral philosophy. The term is derived from the Greek word ethos, which can mean custom, habit, character, or disposition. Our concept of ethics have been derived from religions, philosophies, and cultures. They infuse debate on topics like abortion, human rights, and professional conduct. Approach to ethics. Philosophers nowadays tend to divide ethical theories into three areas: meta-ethics, normative ethics, and applied ethics. Meta-ethics deal with the nature of moral judgment. It looks at the origins and meaning of ethical principles. Second, normative ethics concurred with content or moral judgment and the criteria for what is right or wrong. And the last, applied ethics look at controversial topics like war, animal rights, and capital punishment. What use in ethics? The first one is ethics can provide a moral map. Most moral issues get us pretty worked up. Think of abortion and enthusiasm for starters, because these are such emotional issues we often let our heart do the arguing while our brain just go with the flow. But there's another way of tackling this issue, and that's where philosophers can come in. They overuse ethical rules and principles that enable to take a cooler view of moral problems. So ethics provide us with a moral map framework that we can use to find our way through the difficult issues. Second, ethics can pinpoint a disagreement. Using the framework of ethics, to peoples who are arguing a moral issue can often find that what they disagree about is just one particular part of the issue, and they abruptly agree on everything else. That can take a lot of heat out of the argument, and something even hint at a way for them to resolve their problems. But sometimes ethics doesn't provide people with the sort of help that they really want. Third, ethics doesn't give right answers. Ethics doesn't always show the right answers to moral problems. Indeed, more and more people think that for many ethical issues, there isn't a single right answer, just a set of principles that can be applied to a particular cases to give those involved some clear choices. Some philosophers go further and say that all ethics can do is eliminate confusion and clarify the issues. After that, it's up to each individual to come their own conclusions. Ethics can give several answers. Many people want there to be a single right answer to ethical questions. They find moral ambiguity hard to live with because they genuinely want to do right thing. And even if can work out what that right thing is, they like the idea that somewhere there is one right answer, but often there isn't one right answer. There may be several right answer or just some less worse answer, and the individual must choose between them. Where does ethics come from? In terms of where ethics come from, they come from society and the collective belief and values of its citizens. But more specifically, ethics also come from those individuals willing to make difficult choices and think about big questions, good and bad, right and wrong. Through, throughout the countries, various questions have continued to arise about how to treat our fellow humans. Those questions lead philosophers, theorists, managers, political and social leaders, and others to develop guides to treatises exploring the ethical questions that come from society. Ethics are And the last is ethics are different to legislation. Legislation is mean law, may be understood as the systematic set of universally accepted rules and regulations created by an appropriate authority such as government, which may be regional, national, international, etc. Is it used to govern the action and behavior of the members and can be enforced by imposing penalties. Many times the term law is just juxtaposed with the term ethics, but there is a difference as ethics are principles that guide a person or society created to decide what is good or bad, right or wrong in a given situation. It regulates a person's behavior or conduct and helps an individual in living a good life. By applying the moral rules and guidelines, these two terms are same, but the fact is that there is a difference between law and ethics. Read the article carefully and to come over your ambiguities. Uh, After that, you can look beside the text is the table comparison or the differences about legislation and ethics. You can read it by yourself. Thank you.